Hi, my name's Damon Hayhow, and today I'd like to tell you the truth about Fitness Australia, particularly what Fitness Australia really is, why no fitness professional needs to register with them, and why any gym or fitness professional involved with serious weight training should probably avoid Fitness Australia altogether, even according to their own literature. So to start off, let's have a look at what Fitness Australia has to say the importance of registration is really about.
Fitness Australia's Register of Exercise Professionals protects the community's interests when they're looking for fitness programs and services. So when they want to start exercising, they need to hire a professional with current industry credentials. And only Fitness Australia professionals have these credentials.
Okay, some pretty bold claims there. So apparently they're protecting the community's interest, and only Fitness Australia professionals have the necessary credentials. Well, what is a register anyway? According to the dictionary, it says a register is an official list or record of names. So registering with Fitness Australia is going on the official list of Fitness Australia. So who is Fitness Australia? Well, if we go to the About Us page and click the link to the Constitution, you'll find on page 1 that Fitness Australia is a public company. They are a corporation. They are not a government agency, and so there is absolutely no obligation or compulsion to contract with them at all. Moving through the document, we'll find the purpose of the company is to raise standards, support, promote, and represent the fitness industry in pursuit of a fitter, healthier nation by setting and maintaining standards of excellence, building an industry profile, influence, and reputation, building and focusing on member services. So that's all great, except there's nothing in there about writing regulation or legislation or even writing the content for the qualifications. But they just said that only Fitness Australia professionals have the necessary credentials. So I wonder what the difference is. Well, the dictionary actually says that the definition of a credential is a qualification, so there isn't any. But when we go to the Australian Government Department of Education and Training website and we search on fitness courses, we find there's a Certificate 3 in Fitness, a Certificate 4 in Fitness, a Diploma in Fitness, and etc., etc. There is no Fitness Australia certificate, diploma or course, and there's nothing about Fitness Australia in any of the course descriptions, which is curious if only Fitness Australia professionals have the necessary credentials. So if we go to the registration benefits page of the Fitness Australia website, we find more clues. The second line item says you receive professional credentials. And in its description it says, give your clients confidence in just one glance. Show your clients you have the right skills and knowledge for the job with your registration certificate, card, keyring, and lanyard. And then a little further down it says, registration is your professional credential. So Fitness Australia, this lobby group, are claiming that when you go on their official list, they will give you a certificate saying you are on their official list, and that is your qualification. I don't know about that. Moving back up the registration benefits page, insurance stands out as the first line item, and I absolutely agree that the reason to register with any professional industry body in any vocation anywhere in the world is to get access to the professional insurance that you would need to practice. Fitness Australia claims that they offer exclusive exercise professional insurance. Now, that's not entirely true, because even Marsh, their former insurance partner, offers insurance without registration with Fitness Australia. And actually, Fitness Australia isn't even the only fitness body in Australia. There's a number of them that you can register with if going on the official list of a private organisation is important to you. They all offer an insurance product that goes along with that. Other organisations, other insurance companies offer insurance without any registration with any of these registrars. And even when we go to Fitness Australia's own insurance partner, Guild, when we go to their website, they have a quick quote page. And on that, all you do is choose your location, and then you can choose whether or not you're with Fitness Australia and receive a quote for the insurance. And whether or not you're with Fitness Australia, the insurance is the exact same price. So I'm not sure what kind of exclusive insurance they're talking about here. Except the real issue when it comes to insurance is, what does your insurance cover? And in the case of any insurance through Fitness Australia, it's going to cover whatever is in the scope of practice. And when we go to the scope of practice document of Fitness Australia, it says at point 6.4 on the last page, the registered exercise professional scope of practice does not include sports coaching. Now, that is not as innocuous as it sounds. Sports coaching refers to any athlete development activity, including serious weight training. Bodybuilding and powerlifting are both sports, and so bodybuilding and powerlifting training, even if the participant isn't going to compete in the sport of bodybuilding and powerlifting, is excluded from the insurance coverage and the scope of practice of Fitness Australia, which is why I say any gym or personal trainer working with bodybuilders or just doing bodybuilding training, serious weight training with the general public, should not probably register with Fitness Australia and take out insurance through them. So with all of that in mind, let's go back and see if Fitness Australia have some other justifications for needing registration.
Fitness Australia registered businesses abide by a code of practice, and in doing so, they make a commitment to high standards of customer care, safety and service. Registered exercise professionals hold national qualifications, commit to continuing education, and abide by a professional code of ethics. Registered exercise professionals receive credentials starting at level 1 and progressing to level 3 depending on their qualifications and experience.
Okay, so apparently they receive even more credentials. Again, the credentials are that you're registered with Fitness Australia. Fitness Australia has this level 1, 2 and 3 thing, which is based purely on the amount of time or additional government accredited qualifications that you have. True, in order to get the time with Fitness Australia, you are supposed to undertake courses for CEC points, continuing education credits. Now, these courses are a point of consternation for a lot of personal trainers because the relevance can be a little bit questionable. But beyond that is the fact that when we go to the audit policy of Fitness Australia, we see that Fitness Australia conducts a random audit of 10% of registrants over a 2-year period, i.e. only 5% of registrants actually get checked for having done any of this continuing education anyway. There's a 95% chance that you won't be audited, and I personally am aware of personal trainers in the industry who simply fib about it and save their money. Now, the code of ethics that registration means that you commit to abide by is an interesting case too, because when we scroll to the bottom of the Code of Ethics page, it says the Code of Ethics for registered exercise professionals is currently under review. The complaint handling process for issues concerning registered exercise professionals will be suspended until the review is complete, and all related processes are confirmed. So, let's see if there's anything else Fitness Australia has to say.
Fitness Australia supports these registered professionals through a range of industry
Okay, so they are a wonderful bunch of people and they are here to help you. Fitness Australia registration is not necessary. They are a private organisation, a lobby group. You are under no obligation or compulsion to have anything to do with them. Registration simply means going on their official list, and if you want to go on the official list of a private organisation, you actually have several other fitness registrars to choose from. However, you don't need to register with anyone if you just want fitness professional insurance, because it is available without registration. The real issue is fitness professional insurance does not cover serious weight training, and that's because the scope of practice for fitness professionals excludes all sports coaching. That means no serious weight training, no bodybuilding, no powerlifting, no heavy weights. The insurance does not cover it. If you operate a gym or a personal training service that provides that service, then you need to register and insure through either Recomp or the Australian Strength and Conditioning Association. And in a future episode, I'll go into the differences between the two. I hope this gives you a little bit more insight into what Fitness Australia is really about, and I encourage you to look much more closely at it before you do re-register. My name again is Damon Hayhow, and I thank you for listening.